Okay, well this sucks. I gotta fucking do this all over again because the fucking shit didn't tape correctly. Or at least the Goku Black part, but anyway, I'll talk about some changes I would do to Goku Black if I could change the game, whatever. Again, how realistic this is probably not much of it, but again, go off the idea of how I said it would change the game for some stuff I would do to him. So first of all, let's see, is he on guard? This shit should be an overhead. That kick should definitely be an overhead. At least make the EX one an overhead. I mean, come on. It's not like he has like a low, right? So I don't know why that's not an overhead. That's fucking retarded to me. That kick should be an overhead. Speaking of lows, like I said before, I would every character is gonna have their miscellaneous attack. They have a new low miscellaneous medium attack, right, or whatever. So, or a new low medium attack, whatever. So for his miscellaneous normal though, since he doesn't have a good low, I would give him a new low. Like maybe he like steps in and he like sweeps your leg, and then he kind of like stabs you in the stomach, like you know how he did versus Vegeta in the anime, how he like stabs Vegeta in the stomach and he crumples over. So maybe give him, so for a new low, like his duck jab isn't going to be a low, but maybe give him like a new miscellaneous forward attack where he kind of sweeps your legs a little bit and he stabs you in the stomach, kind of like he did Vegeta in anime. The guy crumples over. To keep him with the idea that he's weak low wise, you know, you wouldn't be able to like chain out of this than anything. You'd only be able to like vanish or special move out of it or something, right? So he's still weak low, but you're giving him another low that way, whatever, right? I would change this to say he has one that's just a regular key button, and then he has one that's a forwarding key button, and he has like a slow one and a fast one, so he can do like Sonic Boom kind of mix-ups, right? I think that'd be fun. And I think it would make stuff like this better. He should be able to do more combos like this easier, like boom, boom. Oh god, this thing kind of fuck this up. God, cause now I'm mad about it. Fucking, I can't believe this didn't fucking record, dude. God damn, that fucking pissing me off. Jesus Christ. Whatever. So where you know that kind of shit combos. God, I cannot believe that I have to record this twice. Anyway. So I think it'd be cool if that kind of stuff comboed better. You know what I mean? It was more realistic. You know what I mean? So comboing in and out of this shit. And besides that, I think you should have one that maybe if you even hold down the button, besides just a regular one and a forward one, like maybe he slashes with his hand up and then he slashes down. Instead of just creating this like little circle thing, this little crescent moon, it creates an X. So he has like a big one, like a big Kai fireball. Excuse me, or that Leo fireball kind of from like Guilty Gear. And then you can follow it up, you know what I mean? It's just kind of better. I also think that he should be able to, I think it should still come out when you block it too, right? So I think maybe people thought it was going to be too good if he'd be like boom, boom, and then the fireball still comes out because then you can rush back in, it comes out, rush back in. But the thing is you can reflect, so it's kind of like, why not, right? You can reflect out of it, so. If that's still too good, maybe it's just this like new big version that I talked about. So he would slash up, whatever, and then he would slash back down with an animation, and then the fireball comes out, and it's like an X, right? So it'd be a bit slower, but again, I think having kind of like Sonic Boom kind of mix-ups, fireball mix-ups like that would be fun. I think this fireball, I think if you block this, it should still explode, and you should be able to rush in and get a mix-up, blah, blah, blah. I think on hit, too, if you're in the corner, since it bounces off the wall, you should be able to combo after it. You know how he has this move where Zamasu comes out and grabs you and you come in. I think you should be able to do that move in the air, but when you do it, instead of Zamasu coming out and you do the Kamehameha, Zamasu should come out, and you know like in the anime how he was about to karate chop Urawasu or whatever with his like sword laser hand thing. So you do that move in the air, and then Zamasu comes out and he grabs you and he karate chops you in the back of the head with the laser sword thing. But for a little fun throwback for like anime fans, whatever, you know how like when Beerus kills Goku Black with this level 3, how he disappears instead? So I think if you were to do this move, like I'm talking about versus Beerus, instead of having like the little laser sword thing, he should come out with the mitten on his hand and he should like slap your head. I think that sounds kind of funny and silly. Whatever. So that'd be another new move you could give him. For what moves of his do I think should off the ground? I think dive kick could off the ground, so maybe in combos dive kick could off the ground and gives a fireball, whatever. I know some people talk about his teleport being better. I wouldn't mind him having like more teleport stuff, but again, we're going with the idea that there's only so many commands in the game. So I don't know what command would it be in the air if you give him like an air teleport, right? I would like him to have it, but I just don't think he's gonna have it. You know? Anyway, besides that, I know a lot of people get a bone here about all those stabby links that I showed in videos. I don't know if I would make it easier because I think it's fun having combos that, you know, take timing. They're a little more obscure. I guess maybe if they made his jab a little bit bigger of a hitbox so that it worked on more characters, but again, I would still want it to be a harder combo, a more obscure combo. So if you can make it work on a few more characters while it still takes timing, maybe make it easier, but otherwise, you know what I mean, I'm fine with it being obscure. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would make that easier. You know what I mean? So the only other thing I would say though is, I would say even the non-smash version of it, you should be able to link off of. I think that would be fun. So that kind of stuff. So those are kind of like the main things I would think I would change about him. Again, make some more Sonic Boom mix-ups like this. Make that better. And like the big one, maybe you can't homing dash out of it. And I've even thought of it. If you guys remember the very first version of this game, there was kind of a bug in one of the betas where if a move hit twice, you could cancel even special moves. So boom, cancel that into a special move like a teleport. Then the fireball hits. Then you're about to do your special move, and then you canceled into something else. So you could be like boom, then you Kamehameha, then this hits, and then you cancel into the teleport, right? So it was a bug in the original beta. I think it'd be cool if it was in this. And so if that move acted like this, that would be an actual setup for it. I think that would be fun. But those are some changes I would give him, you know what I mean? Again, not fixing the low problem per se by giving him like a mash low, but giving him a little bit more options because he's going to have the medium that goes into another low. And then you could low again, then he has like a new miscellaneous normal where maybe, you know, he goes low, that kind of thing. And, you know, I don't know why the shit, like, he already has a weak mix-up, you know, when you think about it, so why isn't that overhead? I don't get that bullshit, but anyway, I've kind of lost will to do this now that this did not record the first time, so stopping this right now. I'll be back. What would I do for shit like Cell? Oh yeah, I didn't. Dude, can my fucking... God, this shit keeps shutting off. That's pretty annoying. So I forgot to say for Goku Black, what would his move be that, like, off the grounds? Because I think every move could do that. Sounds kind of generic, but I guess his Fireball could. And maybe even his Dive Kick can, like, you know, off the ground as well. Because I just think that shit is kind of, I don't think it's kind of fun, right? So I don't know, what would be some, like... I don't know. I guess that didn't work, but I mean, if you could actually time that to hit, you know what I mean? I don't know. That would be kind of fun, I guess, but... As for Cell shit, what would I do for Cell? Well, first of all, I think this shit should be way better. I think that shit should keep him closer, and he should be at the advantage for that, right? You know what I mean? So that should be like a true combo on block. You know what I mean? You should be able to jab off it. And then I think the mix-up of that should be is that, so if I put this here, counterattack reflect, right? Where is reflect right here? So you see how that said counter hit? I think on counter hit, that move should bounce the guy off the ground and you should be able to combo the guy, right? I think that would be such a fucking fun little mix-up, dude. Because that move should be better, dude. That move should show, that move needs more usage. And I think that totally sounds fun. Like, you know what I mean? If you're doing like crazy strings, you know, like boom, boom. Oh wait, he needs to be blocking, doesn't he? Blah, blah, blah. Guard. I don't know where the fuck you're doing. And you know, boom, boom, boom. And so then it's like a mix-up of like, do you go for that, or if the guy tries to reflect and you guessed, and then you did that. And then it counter hit the guy and you combo the guy. I think that sounds like a really fun mix-up for him, and it makes that move better. You know what I mean? Other changes to Cell. I mean, I think Cell already has kind of like quite a bit of fun stuff. So I mean, that's one of the biggest mind game changes I think they should give him, because that shit sounds fun. Because it's like, oh fuck, I blocked this move, and it's like then it's just a guessing game. You know what I mean? It's like, oh fuck, do I reflect out of it? Because if you guessed that I was gonna reflect, then that hits counter hit, and then you get a combo. And if you didn't, boom, 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 then you know, then you do that into like another string. Sounds fun to me, a little bit different. I don't know, maybe people might think that's too OP. I don't know, but I think that sounds kind of fun. Do that. personally too, I think too, see, again, because I already think Cell has a lot of kind of fun stuff, so I might just give him a little bit, just add a little bit more wacky stuff to him to make him a little more different. I know I've talked about moves should hit off the ground. So again, I think, oh, dude, all these fucking moves, bro, like, and I think these moves should have like an automatic off the ground property, right? So even if you do this, I think that should off the ground. I think that would be fun. And the thing is, the combos are so long anyway, and the combos have already done so much damage, so it's not like you're getting a lot more. I think that shit would be fun. That move should always off the ground no matter what. And I think that, blah, 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 blah. Even shit like that. I think that move should always off the ground no matter where you are, dude. I just think that sounds fun, right? I mean, give that an automatic off the ground property, right? I mean, that sounds kind of fun. I think also, he only has this move and that move only hits like that far. I think he should have another version where instead of, maybe he has a close-up version where, you know, that's the beat up or the he destroyed the ring move. Maybe he has a version of that that's an up close move and he like takes his little dick tail out and he kind of like stabs your guy. And you know how he has this in like some other video games too. How like he has that fucking infinite in a couple of the games in those Budokai games, or isn't it Tenkaichi or Budokai that he has an infinite with that? I don't remember. I know I posted it on my YouTube. I think I was actually the first person to show that was an infinite as well. But he had the fucking infinite with it. But so instead of having, he has a throw, a long range grab, and then he has a close range grab where he sticks out his tail. Maybe it's slow and he stabs the dude, and it takes away a little bit of your health and he gives him some health, right? I think that might be fun. Other weird shit for him that I think he might be able to get. Oh, I know, since I said I would not make that move head off the ground, even though it looks like it should. I think I've already given him enough fun stuff, you know what I mean? The cell loops, which, let's call them Clayton loops from now on, just to give everyone that fucking hates me for finding so much shit in this game, and for all these other video games in the past, you know what I mean? I think that's fine, just being able to do the cell loops from it, or Clayton loops, right? You know what I mean? You know, actually thinking about it, that's so fucking crazy to me to think that that is such a big combo, and it's like, to think, that's almost like because if you think about it in other games too, I'm going off on a tangent here, there's so many other things that I found in games that, you know, people might not even remember, like say, even Marvel vs. Capcom 3, all those tag infinites and everything, I was the first person to show about the ideas, how to do that, you know, and those became obviously, you know, big time how the game is played. I just think like, man, there's actually things like dust loops and then like the Clayton fucking loops in these games. That's like fucking insane to me. But anyway, I know this move looks like it should hit off the ground, but I don't know if I would do that because I think it's kind of fun just having the cell loop like that, the flip from it, right? And just add more shit like that into the game. Just add it for those two moves. I think it's fine. You know, you could probably even boom. And then that would also be a mix-up too, because, you know, if the guy were to stay on the ground, they don't want to stay on the ground because then they could be hit by that and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But besides that, you know, if you wanted to give them a wacky move, I don't know, maybe fucking, you know, Frieza is the move once you knock Frieza down, and Frieza can stand up, or Frieza's still on the ground, but Frieza shoots the laser beam up in the air. Maybe Cell has a move where if he gets knocked down, he has a level 3 where he turns into the fat Cell and he tries to blow himself up. I don't fucking know. Maybe something like that. I thought of another weird move too. Again, I'm getting pretty wacky here. But, wait, how would I do this? Let's show an example here. Oh, it's actually just like the anime too, right? Okay, so you know how in the anime, you know, Goku's firing all these blasts at him and then he's like, ah, he fucking did that move out of it, right? Well, kind of weird, but a weird change that I think might be kind of fun. So there's already a property in the game that, you know what I mean, you can go out to block stun with that, right? By deflecting. So what if they just gave Cell just for something fun? What if he could do the perfect that move out of block stun, but he had like a level 3 version of this move, right? It's just a throwback to the anime, and if you're being berated by fireballs, instead of only being able to reflect out of it, he has a level 3 where if you do that motion while you're blocking, he does that move. I don't know, totally wacky, but it's obvious they can program stuff into the game like that, right? And it's kind of like the anime, how he fucking did it in the first place. He was getting his shit fucked up through all these fireballs and he did the perfect barrier. Is that what the move is called? I'm not even sure, right? And you could do that, right? Just kind of a throwback, and it'd be like a weird alpha counter kind of move, right? He does the level 3, but it's a level 3 version of that move. I just think that sounds kind of fun and different. You know what I mean? Those are just some random ideas. Again, I don't... Oh, another fucking shit. This is so fucking stupid. Oh, wait, he's not blocking. Blah, blah, blah. I know I already gave Cell multiple throws, but you should be able to delay that to throw. It's a fucking throw. I know people complained about that shit when 16 could do it. I think it was. But it's a fucking throw, dude. You should be able to delay and do it. That's fucking stupid. I know that people complain about that shit, but whatever. I know a lot of characters, I'm usually big against characters not having their DP be frame 1 invincible, but for Cell, keep his DP how it is, I guess. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be frame 1 invincible just because, you know, he has so much other shit. So, although normally I'm against that kind of bullshit, keep his the same. It might be fun if you could do some of those Kamehameha skips that Goku can do. I don't know if they could set that up somewhere. Again, I say every character should have a new miscellaneous normal. Maybe as a miscellaneous normal that sets it up. I don't fucking know. Whatever, dude. What are some changes that I would do to Team Gohan? Well, first of all, I know a lot of people say that, oh, this should count as a beam. But it's like, dude, think about that fucking logically. If that's a beam, and you can't homing dash out of that or reflect out of that, do you really want that to count as a beam? Do you really want me just to be able to homing dash out of that no matter what? You can't. I just get in for free? Is that how you fucking want it to be, dude? Like I can just be. That's a beam. You can't homing dash out of that or anything, or homing dash there, whatever, right? You want me just to be able to do like, oh shit, dude, and that's just for free? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like this kind of shit sounds fun. Like if you couldn't get out of that and like, oh, you get free high-low mix-up, blah 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 blah. That shit sounds pretty fun, but it sounds potentially kind of fucking cheap. You know what I mean? So, dude, I don't know. I don't know why people keep saying that. The only thing, I mean, that just sounds potentially, it sounds fun, but it sounds potentially kind of fucking bullshit. So I don't know how you would work around that. I mean, maybe you could make the bomb exploding counts as a beam. So then it's like if the dude didn't reflect automatically, then they get that, right? I mean, maybe. But if you make both hits a beam, that just seems seems really fucking suspect to me. You know what I mean? So, or if you did the first hit, that was a beam. Or if you, again, even if just this was the first hit of the beam and the bomb counts as an explosion, well, technically, you know what I mean? You're still, the reflect after the bomb isn't going to be invincible because you're reflecting out of something. So I guess you could still get a cool mix-up out of that, which still means I just think it's too fucking good, dude. I think that might be bullshit. Unless you only have the ground bomb counted as a beam. You know what I mean? But if you're having that counts as a, like, this shit counts as a beam, that just seems kind of complete bullshit. I mean, I'm not going to get into too much of other stuff you could do, but that just seems too good. I know they changed his auto combo, whatever. Of course, fix his auto combo. That doesn't need to have delay. You know what I mean? So keep it with no delay, but keep the fun, how we can do, like, you know, this kind of shit. You know, I think that shit's kind of fun, so have it a mix of both games, or both versions, or the recent patch, or whatever. Plus, you know what I mean, again, I would add a fucking, another, you know, there's more defensive options, so I don't think it would be too bad to have both, whatever, but, another thing, too, is, I think that this shit, I think you should be able to combo off of that. You know what I mean? It causes a fucking smash. Why the fuck can't you combo off of that? That's fucking stupid. This is like, you know, it's a fucking DP and it causes a smash, and that version already has a damage buffer off it. You should be able to combo off of that. I think it's little punch DP if it hits as a counter hit, you know what I mean? That should be a true combo on a counter hit, you know what I mean? I think a slide should go into fireballs. Like, that should go into fireballs as a slide. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, Gohan's kind of a conundrum because I know some people think he should have Masenko, and morally I do think he should have the Masenko too. But it's like, dude, you already gave you know, you want characters to be different. So it's like, although I think he should have it, it's like, dude, what are you gonna do, dude? I mean, you didn't give him to it. You didn't give him it. So it's kind of, I don't fucking know. I think he should have it. But if I'm actually thinking about logically making it as a video game, I think it's potentially bad because you're making him more generic then, right? You don't want every character to have beams and all that kind of shit, right? So, although I morally think he should have it, I think it's potentially bad design-wise. But I mean, I guess, you know, I don't know, dude. I know since I would have moves that hit you off the ground, I would not have his bomb hit you off the ground because it's just too, you know, I like the bomb, that's just too easy. Don't have that, you know, maybe just keep his, just that knocks you off the ground, I guess, you know what I mean? Fuck, dude. You know, Gohan's kind of a conundrum, right? Because it's like, there's lots of changes I would like to make to him, but they're pretty iffy, you know? I just think they might make shit too good, right? So it's hard for me to say what I would actually logically do to Gohan to make him better. I mean, I feel like I would have to, he'd be a character I would actually have to, after I've been fiddling with lots of other characters and actually playing the game, I would have to do him later on to see what I think is too good and what is not too good, right? Because, again, I know a lot of people talk about that shit, but, you know, because even I would love for shit like this to be more legit, but you know what I mean? I would love for, yeah, jeez, I mean, I think the bomb should hit for longer, like, okay, so first of all, that bomb is still hitting him, dude. That bomb should still be, dude, can he get it fucking exploded, dude? How many fucking frames is this? Like, that needs to have a longer fucking hit animation, dude. Like, he just totally was fucking engulfed in flames. So first of all, that shit should fucking hit, dude. That's fucking bullshit, right? So fix that, but what am I saying? How do I switch this? Guard follow-up? Is that what I'm thinking? Because I would love for that to hit, and then you get real fucking mix-ups, dude. Like, of course they can tech in different ways, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So nothing is guaranteed. But I would love for just shit like this, like, you know, because after you finish an air combo, right, you know, a lot of the combos are trying to go boom, you can go boom, boom, da 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 da. Then you do a mix-up. I would love for there to be potential mix-ups like boom, boom, boom. They throw the bomb. See, that explosion should still be able to... See, there's still some fire on him, dude, right? There's still some fucking fire on him, dude. So I would love for there to be mix-ups like that, dude, right? You know, you boom, then you go in high, low, whatever mix-up, you know what I mean? And of course the dude can tech up, you know what I mean? There's all different kind of ways. But that at least the idea should be feasible for that to be a mix-up, okay? You know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, so Gohan, he's hard for me to say what I would do. I'd probably have to give him a new special move somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know what his new miscellaneous normal would be. He would be a character that I would have to fiddle around with later on because I think the community being like, oh, this shit should be a beam, blah, blah, blah. So it's like you can't fucking reflect out of that, dude. You can't homing dash out of any of that, dude. That shit just seems... You know what I mean? All this shit just like, you can't do... I just think that shit like... That's just all... Just imagine like all this shit is just guaranteed, you know what I mean? I just think that sounds like potentially really fucking bullshit, dude. I just... Dude, I don't fucking know, man. Sounds potentially kind of fucking bullshit to me, but... Whatever. And let's do one more character before I go. I'll do Goku. Let's have this load. And Goku is another character that... Goku is a character that I think, man, they made a big fucking conundrum with Goku. Because they have all these different Gokus, and they tried to, like, split their moves up and everything. So, like, Goku's a pretty weird character, because it's like, well, what the fuck would you do to him? Because you only have so many... You don't want to give him too many, like, moves that the other Gokus have, right? So, I feel like Goku might be a character, like, kind of like I did Frieza. You might just have to tweak a lot of his normal moves, right? So, I might need... What would I do for Goku? Well, first of all, I would hope that Goku would benefit a lot from, you know, I'm adding real block damage, right? So, you might even make that move have a frame better recovery or frame faster. Goku should be able to be, like, chipping you out, give him a lot of, like, different kind of utility with his moves, right? Because block damage is a real thing. And then I would say, you know, I would make this move his fucking, his unreflectable move. You know what I mean? So all that shit is doing block damage now. If the dude tries to reflect, boom, that hits. That move, I think if it actually hits the dude, you should be able to combo off it. Like in the very first version of the game, when that hit, you could combo after it. You should be able to do that. The EX one, come on, dude. You should be able to get a real fucking combo off that bullshit, dude. You know what I mean? So Goku's doing a lot of block damage from fucking shit, dude. You know what I mean? And they want to reflect that of shit, but if they get too horny about reflecting, dude, they get fucking big punched right in their fucking noggin. And it's the EX one, they get fucking comboed off it, right? I would add shit like, God, well, he's gonna be too small. So again, I guess this would be a character-specific combo, but you know, you're at the advantage off of that, right? So boom, you know, it's a little, the punch doesn't quite, that's a few frames off. I think that would be fun if he had some mix-ups like that, or like real pressure like that. Like, of course you can reflect out of it, but if you could actually get shit like that to combo, so you could have some weird kind of fucking like loopy pressure strings, right? And if it hit, you get a real combo. I think that sounds fun. Make that a real combo. Don't change the stun on the air hit, because leave it so you have to do that, the jump link or the homing dash link, because leave Majin Buu or whatever, leave him having those kind of links off the air combo. But for the ground combo, make that a real combo, dude. You know what I mean? And maybe fiddle around with it that he keeps momentum off of that, so you know what I mean, that kind of shit would hit, you know what I mean? If that kind of shit hit, I think that would be kind of fun, you know what I mean? It'd give him a weird kind of combo, that kind of shit. I would definitely make, how would I explain this? I think he should have some like kind of pressure strings, like if that move, so first of all, the jab would have to be able to be delayed longer, right? Because right now, there you go, that didn't combo right, but this should have probably a couple more frames recovery, so this would be more realistic, but you know what I mean? So if that hits on a counter hit, that should fucking stun the dude long enough, especially if you're in the corner, boom, boom, then you'd be able to go in like that, boom into a combo, or boom, 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 then you know you link off of that, whatever, into a combo. So that'd be some fun kind of stagger pressure. So you're like, boom, you got that as a stagger pressure, boom, boom. If that hits on a counter hit, boom, boom. You know what I mean? You get the air combo or a dash in, whatever the fuck you want to do. I think that shit sounds fun. I think the third hit of that should be controllable. It shouldn't always go forward. You should be able to go back and forward. You know what I mean? You should be able to do whatever. I think so. Fiddle around with the properties of that. Get some bigger combos off of that. Maybe if that hits on a counter, it bounces the dude off the wall and they fly right back to you. More stuff. Give Goku weird kind of pressure stagger. You know, really fiddle around with the frame data of him. It'd be fun if you guys know I've done some of those really crazy combos with like linking that and everything. It'd be fun if like there were some more combos like that linking off of it more realistically. I don't know what you would give Goku for his new miscellaneous normal, but you know, do something. What else should I do? I think this move should be frame 1 invincible to lows. You know what I mean? So that move should be frame 1 invincible to lows. Just like how they have, so fiddle with the hitbox of that, you know what I mean? So if the dude runs in, you know, we're not giving Goku a low, you know what I mean? Again, his new low. Or maybe he'd have a miscellaneous low. Maybe that'd be his new miscellaneous attack for low. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, you know, what else would I do? Oh, God, can I show this? This might be kind of hard to show in real time. So, God, what would be a good setup? So that missed. Okay, so you see how they're slow falling right there? Boom. You can actually time that to combo, but you see how they're slow falling right there? If you get the slow fall, you should be able to time this in combos that actually combos. That you can actually combo off it. So you should be able to get some weird kind of loopy combos like that, right? I think that sounds fun. I wouldn't mind if you could do some fucking combos like fucking, all those old MVC3 Ryu combo stuff that I showed how you can like combo off of super fireballs like that. I think that shit should kind of work like that. Besides that, you know, like I said, I would really fool around with a lot of his frame data. You know what I mean? Give him a lot of like new shit like that. Give him some like new stagger pressure, because again, how much new shit can you really give him when there's so many Gokus? So the Gokus, you would probably have to fool around with shit like that. I guess you could do something like, I thought too, maybe add some weird kind of wonky shit, like this move, you can always cancel a special move out of that, right? So if I did that, I'd be able to cancel into that and it might combo. Or god, even if I did this shit, cancel the last hit of that into that, maybe that would hit. You know, you're gonna have to add some weird properties to Goku, I feel like, you know what I mean? I would also add, okay, so first of all, this shit is stupid. This shit, you know how you can tell he's facing a different direction? So it's always gonna be different, dude, right? You always know where he's going. I think much like old school Street Fighter games, or even as far as CVS2, if you did a level 3 in the dude's face, and they weren't already blocking that direction, they couldn't block, you shouldn't be able to block that. If you were not blocking by the time the Super Freeze came out, I know some people will probably think that's cheap, but those are probably new school people. Back in the day, if even Ryu shot a level 3 Super Fireball in your face and you weren't blocking in time, that fucking shit hits you. So just like that shit should fucking hit you. He's fucking teleporting. You shouldn't be able to block that after the Super Freeze. You can already tell which fucking direction he's going, so that should be unblockable if you're too fucking slow to react to that bullshit. I also think that it shouldn't always go up. You should be able to do the one how he just goes right there after the teleport as well, because you know there are specific reasons that is actually a better version to go through. Because the animation is longer, it actually allows you to do some different kind of tag team combos, so it makes Goku a more versatile character. So you should be able to do that, you know. That kind of shit should work. What are some wonky special moves you could give him? God, dude, I don't fucking know. I mean, I feel like you should have the Dragon Fist, right? So maybe if you did the level 3 in the air, you got a Dragon Fist version of it. I don't know. Or maybe if like Frieza, when he's on the ground, if you're beating the shit out of him, maybe you could do a Dragon Punch up and that's the Dragon fucking Fist version of a special move or super, whatever the fuck. Or even maybe give him even give him a fucking wonky as fuck. Do you guys know his super from Hyper Dimension, where he fucking teleports? He does the Dragon Fist and he throws a Spirit Bomb. He shows the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb that he killed Boo with. Maybe add some fucking wonky ass level 7 super he has where he does a Dragon Fist and he does a fucking Spirit Bomb, whatever. I don't fucking know, right? But he should have the fucking Dragon Fist and he should have that fucking Spirit Bomb that he kills Boo with. It's been in other games. I think it's fun. I don't know, so I don't want to, you know, that shit off the ground too, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. So I would really probably, again, Goku's a character I would have to fiddle around with a lot of frame data. Hopefully he'd be benefiting from, you know, a lot of this shit is doing lots of block damage. The dude is always afraid because that shit on counter hit, you can combo off it. This shit, if it hits it, you can always combo off it, but the dude wants to reflect because, you know, you're giving Goku a lot of fucking different kinds of way to like stagger pressure. And he gets a lot of fucking damage if he hits moves off stagger pressure, right? I think that shit sounds fun. Again, fix this. That move is invincible to lows, frame 1. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna stop there. There's just so many things that I would do to the game that I just don't think are gonna happen, but whatever. Anyway, keeping my channel active by fucking rambling for a while. Those are just random changes I think should be in the game that probably will not be in the game. A lot more wacky shit I would do, but even this amount of wacky shit I feel like would not happen, so whatever, the end.